was an extremely good day to be extremely good stuff at the 2018 Lucas Oil AQHA World Championship Show. I'm Larry Joe Starkey with the American Quarter Horse Journal, your first stop for AQHA industry news, and I'm here today with Bruce Vickery, who rode extremely good stuff to the World Championship in Junior Trail. Tough class, great horse. Tell me a little bit about him.
Extremely Good Stuff is a great horse, and he is a 5-year-old gelding that came into my life a little over 2.5 years ago, owned by the Crivelli family from California, and I'm just happy they entrusted, him into my care. He is like the epitome of what I feel like a trail horse should be. Yeah, he's got incredible expression. He is super crafty with his feet, and the harder the course gets, the better he gets. Like he's very, very sensitive, so which is tough in a way because you have to make sure that you have his trust. But at the same time, once you do, you can walk in and know he's going to give you 100%. He has a huge heart and so much will and give and try. So I can't say enough good things about that horse and how much I love him.
Well, let's talk about that course.
Today's course was pretty difficult, and honestly, I was thankful for that because I knew that it would be a little bit better course for this horse. When you kind of turn up the heat, he kind of gives it his all, and I felt like that we needed that, and I was really thankful for that. I'm just thankful I did well. I've kind of made some stupid mistakes here, I'm not going to lie, and I kind of said, he was my last chance, and I said, I'm just going to put myself in there and do the best I can, and it seemed to work out. So I was really, really thankful for that.
Well, how did the course, can you kind of walk me through? That was kind of a long course for a junior course also.
Yes. We started with jog to the extended trot up to the gate and the side pass to the gate. I thought that was really cool, like as an entrance. I mean, so you really had to have, your game on because, you could lose your horse's attention on that extend trot up. And going up into those walls, too, is kind of scary. So you definitely wanted to have everything, in check there. Then you had a set of trot overs that were pretty intricate because you had a lot of tight turns. Lope overs. The lope over right lead, I think, got a lot of people because it was so long. I think the horses were just they felt like they should be done, and they just weren't. Like it kept going and going and going. So there was a lot of room for error. Not so much as in break of gate, but in ticking because it was really high. And I think the horses just felt like we should be done by now. But, I thought that was good to set it apart. They went into the next obstacle, which was a trot over into the back through, which was really intricate because it was super tight and 2 turns in that. So I felt like you had to have a pretty broke, junior horse for that kind of situation. Coming out of that walkover, next set of trots, a circle, and that circle you had to be super tight. So if you weren't a good jogger, you were in trouble because that was a super tight turn. Set of left lead lope overs that, lasted a pretty good while. There were several poles there as well. And then a really hard serpentine because it was 10-foot poles, and which makes it even more difficult, to do a serpentine. So walkovers at the end, I think were really hard for everybody, including myself. I really debated on which angle to go at. We had several choices, and, I chose the outside lane and did 3 strides each time, and fortunately that worked out just fine. So, yeah, great course. Always thankful for Tim to put his mind to it and give us, a good challenge.
As you know, we've run a series this year in the Journal on the greatest trail horses of all time, and I've had to talk to you for several of those horses. Mm-hmm. So you're the person to ask this question. What makes trail such a fun challenge?
Number one, when you have a horse that loves its job and wants to be, have the aptitude for it, wants to be careful, wants to be, crafty and that. So I think that's, the coolest part. And then the class itself, I think, is really neat because it's anybody's game that day. I mean, you can maybe have the absolute best horse in the world, but you can really mess up. So, there's so much room for error And if you're not exactly on, you're gonna hit a pole. You're gonna have penalty points, and you're gonna, there's lots of, you can miss spots. There's lots of things to go wrong. So I think it opens the door for so many people. Like, one person might win one day, the next person might win the next, and there are so many good horses out there now. So, and so many good trainers that are doing it now. So hats off to them because they do such a good job.
What makes today's win special for you?
Today's win is special. I love this horse, and he's just been a gift. I've been fortunate to win some huge things with him. Lots of circuits this year. I won NSBA World Junior Trail. I came into here. I didn't take him to the Quarter Horse Congress, so I was a little rusty, and it showed in the prelims, and I was pretty worried. I'm not going to lie. I even had to come back into the shootout to make it to the finals. So I was by the skin of my teeth making the finals. So it was very special to be able to come back into the finals and that he give me the runs he normally can give. And I was like, whoa. So.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I definitely want to thank the Crivelli family for letting me, take extremely good stuff and into my care and show him for the past couple of years. I definitely want to thank Anthony Montez for all the help and support he gives to me, and all my clients that they're always there for me. They are all out there cheering for me today, and all the trainers and the people who, my peers who, are so supportive, and I love that. I think it's such a good group, and especially in this class, and everybody is for everybody. So it really makes it special.
Special day, special horse, world champions.